can't believe spring break is right around the corner. Next thing you know, summer is going to be here. And then you're going to say, we have to try and plan a trip. And then you're too late. So now's the time to do that. And you're here just in time because with us, travel journalist and TV host of Travel Channel's Mysterious Islands and The Trip 2018. Please welcome Kellee Edwards. We don't throw around expert just lightly. We actually took a DNA test and found out that you do have skydiving in your blood, scuba diving in your blood, and you are an all-around adventurer.
Yes, I am a pilot, diver, mountaineer, you name it, I do it. Travel and adventure by land, air, and sea is all me, and you don't have to go very far to find adventure because it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you look good doing it.
Yes.
Look at that.
Where were you? I'm going on vacation next week. I should have consulted you beforehand, but I'm going to learn all the things I did wrong right now.
Scuba diving's amazing,
yes.
isn't it?
Oh, my God.
Actually, don't do this. I took out my BC out of my mouth just so I could smile underwater.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you're here. You're going to teach us how to plan a vacation. Where do we get started?
Yes. Well, let's just say this. Rule number one is ask the family where they want to go. Too many times parents make the decision to go and you're dragging the kids along. If you include them in that, it'll make the trip more memorable.
Absolutely.
Right.
Decide a budget. It's also important that you decide if you want to do beachy, in nature, or city sightseeing. And then from there, you decide the transportation and the housing.
But let's just back up. Just back on up now. What if we don't want to take the kids along on vacation? Because Daddy and Mommy need a little honeymoon.
I've got something for that. I've got something for that.
So, go ahead.
No, sure, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's like at that point, what do you want to sit down and talk budget then? Do you want to sit and talk about dreams and bucket lists?
Well, you definitely want to talk budget. That's very important. What people need to realize is that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can do a day trip, which is very easy to go and do.
Sure.
Or you can save for that big trip and go to an all-inclusive and have them throw it all in there for you. And that's where you're really getting the bang for your buck.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
I think when you include kids in it, and you can jump in on this, Orly, too, because sometimes if they want to, like my kids were all about, they want to go to the theme parks.
Yes.
And that's not always, like, how do you find that balance when you're going, let's plan this trip, and do you give them options and sort of exclude things? Like, we don't want to do the big water park, because I don't want to.
You can give them options. Here, we all have been to the theme parks. They're great for that moment, but I'm into giving them something that's way more memorable. Adventures can be anywhere from, like I said, in the city, sightseeing. You can go to do a lot of free things in the museums that are offered.
I was going to say museums and educational trip.
Maybe you have to have a budget trip where the kids say, I want to go to, somewhere far. I want to go to Hawaii, and it's like, well, we can't afford Hawaii right now, so you give them maybe options that are closer by.
The beach, or a body of water. If you're looking for that water experience, you use the resources that are near towns or in the town that you live in.
Yeah.
Sure.
Interesting.
I always found just a good old inner tube and a river and a cooler.
That is fun.
I mean,
nothing but class.
Yeah.
Nothing but class with the Steiner family. Okay, so let's talk about, we were talking about destinations, right? Are there certain places that you have in mind that we should see?
Yes, plenty. It really just depends on what you're looking for. When you're looking to plan a budget trip, it's very important that you use apps that are out there to help you do that. One of my very personal favorites is Skyscanner. They have price alerts where you can put in the destination that you're interested in, and it'll send you an email to let you know that that alert is ready to go. They have the everywhere search. If you need inspiration, you have idea where you want to go. You literally type in everywhere here, and it will, and the dates that you're interested in, and it'll pop up all the places from your home city that you want to go to get there with all the different types of budgets. Therefore, you can choose what works within your wheelhouse. So you can pare
things down. You can eliminate.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because I bet it would give up a pop-up for a city you didn't even think of.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah. It's great inspiration.
Like, where do you want to go? Everywhere.
Exactly. And you put that in there, and it really gives you lots of options. And another thing about Skyscanner that I really love, they have the best time to book tool. This is where it's key and clutch. You put in the destination that you want to go, and then it will tell you, like, don't plan this month. It'll show you months for the whole year, and then the price pops up, and then you can say, you know what, this is in my wheelhouse. This is when I can afford to go during that month, and Skyscanner gives you that option with the best time to book tool.
So
love that.
So in my case, because Parker, our daughter, has not visited both sets of families, right? But we still have like an open window when to go. So what, I could use this to go, when's a good time to go? We're flexible.
Exactly.
When to go back east to Julie's family, or to go back to see my mom and my family back there. And that's
That's awesome.
That is
Best
really
time to book. It's a
cool.
great tool.
I love
are
that. So
saving
once
me
we,
money.
yeah.
Left and right.
So once we get there, we got to figure out where we're staying, right? So,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I know like the Airbnbs are so popular. I've used them.
Yes.
So, but there's also pros and cons to hotels and Airbnbs. So what are
Absolutely.
those pros and cons?
So the pros for hotels is that convenience. There's a concierge. A lot of times there's activities. There's a pool. The housekeeping is clutch and clean. And then for Airbnb,
Room service,
which is lovely at 12 o'clock at night. Yes. And for rentals, there's a comfort factor. There's a fact that there are utilities. They have a laundry. They've got a kitchen. You can accommodate large families. And that is the cons for both. But I'm sorry, the pros for both. But as far as cons are concerned, like if you're an Airbnb, guess who's got to clean up? Family time. Take out the trash, Junior. You know, that's the part that it comes to a point where you actually have to take responsibility for the home that you're in.
right.
All of those options are better than my mom's pull-out sofa.
Oh, yes.
It has a mattress that big, and we're all like, move over, honey.
Yes,
Whatever.
yes,
We're going to
yes.
come right back. We have one more really wonderful tip and a little bit more with the family. Don't go away.